Hi everyone, and today we'll be doing the 6th grade lesson 8 worksheet. So for number 1, it's asking there are 10 women for every 6 men in a company. So when you get a question like this, you can just write it like 10 women to 6 men. Which of the following ratios is equivalent to the ratio of men to women? So since it's asking for men to women, this would actually be 6:10. And it's asking for which of the following here are equivalent to this. Equivalent is basically when it's equal, so the answer would be B, because the ratio of 3 to 5, and we can just write it as a proportion, is equal to 6 to 10. Because 6/10 simplified would be 3/5. For the next one, we have the ratio of orange juice to fruit punch at a party is 5:8 liters. So this is orange juice to fruit punch. What is a possible ratio of liters of fruit punch to orange juice? Since it's asking for fruit punch to orange juice, we actually want to put it like this instead of like this. And it's asking what is a possible ratio, and this would be 8/5 is equal to one of these, and I would put 6/10 because you can just multiply 8 times 2, which is 16, and 5 times 2, which is 10. For number 3, we have at a certain concert there are 2 American fans for every 3 British fans. How many British fans are present if there are 44 American fans? So when it's asking for something like this, you can set it up as a proportion. So you would do 2 American fans for every 3 British fans is equal to 44 American fans, because we know that there's 44, and the amount of British fans that are present if there are 44 American fans. So you can just use a variable like B to represent this. And once you have this, you actually want to cross multiply. And cross multiplying is basically when you multiply the numbers that are across from each other. So you would do 2 times B, which would give you 2B is equal to 44 times 3. And 44 times 3 is 132. So 2B is 132. And to get B, you want to divide both sides by 2, and B is 66. Okay. And I meant to put a red here. Number 4 says Jill's mom is preparing for a marathon. She needs to run 28 miles in 7 days. How many miles should she run per day to hit her goal? So since she needs to run 28 miles in 7 days, and it's asking how many she should run in 1 day, you want to do 28 divided by 7. And by doing this, that would give you the amount of miles she needs to run in 1 day to hit her goal eventually in 7 days. And we know that 28 divided by 7 is 4, so the answer is A. Sophia makes $10 an hour. She wants to buy 3 kilograms of rice, which is $25. How many hours does she need to work to afford 3 kilograms of rice? So we know that in 1 hour she makes $10. And that should be equal to, since we're setting up a proportion, that should be equal to the amount of hours she needs, which we can just use something like X, or H. I'm using H because H for hours, and 25. And then once again, you want to cross multiply like we did earlier, and that would get you 25 is equal to 10H, and by dividing both sides by 10 to get the H alone, you would get 2.5 hours, and that's D. John works at a company. There are 6 American workers for every 7 British workers. 3 of every 7 British workers are men and the rest are women. Half of the American workers are women. How many American workers are women if there are 462 British workers at the company? So this one's a little bit more than what we've previously been doing, but that's okay. We can just set up a proportion with the amount of American workers to British workers here. So it would be, we know that there are 6 American workers for every 7 British workers, and there are 462 British workers. So by doing this, we can find the amount of American workers. Once again, you want to cross multiply, so that would get you 7A is equal to 2,772, and by dividing both sides by 7, that would get you 396. So that's how we know, that's how many American workers there are. And we know that half of the American workers are women, so we can find out how many American workers are women by literally just dividing the amount of American workers by 2. And that gives us 198 women, and that's D. Okay, that's it for the 6th grade lesson 8 worksheet. Thank you for watching.